got the Maono PD100X series microphone with boom arm. This is an XLR USB microphone. Not only that, I have the G1 Neo audio interface. Let's take a look and see what this is all about. Before we get into it, Maono did send these products over to me to review. However, I'm still going to give my 100% honest review and reactions. These are my opinions and mine alone. However, if you like what you see here, make sure you give this video a good old thumbing, hit that like and subscribe, do all those YouTuber things. Alright, let's get into the review. Alright, let's start with the Maono PD100X. I am currently on the Maono PD100. This is the X. It does have a nice square body style. It looks like it has an RGB ring right here. It is an all plastic build. It is double tapped in the yoke there to where it'll fit just about any boom arm you want. I'm not going to review the boom arm that comes with it because it is your standard typical $10 boom arm that you can get anywhere, but it does come with a boom arm if you don't have one, which can be a plus. Now the cord that comes with it, it is a decent sized cord that looks like it does have a C to A adapter for the USB mode and the RGB lighting, so that's pretty cool. It is pretty light. Alright, so let's get this thing hooked up and see what it sounds like. Alright, we are now using the Maono PD100X in USB mode. Now you do get some features that come with this microphone in USB mode that you don't get while in XLR. For instance, RGB lighting. Everyone seems to love RGB lighting, at least most people, most gamers. Me personally, not so much, but that is a personal thing. That is not anything against Maono or any other company who puts RGB on their microphones. It's a personal thing. Now you also get a capacitive touch mute button. If you look right here on this little white strip, this will let you know if you're muted or not. The mute button is right here, and if you press, and you saw it turn red when I was muted. So I do like that, and I like that it's a capacitive touch, because a lot of times if you have a clicky button on your microphone, you're going to get some sound resonance that comes through, and that's not really a good thing. Speaking of sound resonance, I'm going to test out the RGB, and you're going to get some sound resonance as I'm touching this microphone. So I'm going to touch this microphone on the back, and you see we are using the purple color. We have white, we have off, we have the rainbow. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? You have your red, which some may say is an Imperial Star Wars look. Let's see, we have the orange, yellow, green, blue, a light blue, a darker blue, and we're back to purple. Now you can turn this completely off just by long pressing this, and you saw it flash 2 times to let you know that it's off. To turn it back on, you just press the button and you're right back there. Now it does also have some other modes. It's not just constantly on. You can long press it, and we're back to the rainbow. You can long press it, and you saw it blink there, and now it's doing like a little breathing effect, changing colors as it's going, which is really cool. I like that. Then you can long press it again, and you can see it change colors, and let's see, is it doing anything? No. Long press it again, it flashed, it's off. Now it's just doing like a little breathing thing. Very cool. Oh no, hold it down. All right, we're back to the solid color. There we go. Now we have just a regular breathing that stays on the same color. I don't care for that. I want to keep it on a regular color, and I like purple. Oh, it's still breathing, so let's change it. Here we go. I like the purple. Purple is where I like. Now, the sound of this microphone, to me, I am self-monitoring that, and that is another feature in USB mode. You can monitor yourself directly on the back of this microphone. I am monitoring myself, and it sounds a little muddy, almost like you're wearing a mask. So that is what it sounds like right now. I'm not sure what it's going to sound like in the final recording. At least when I'm monitoring myself on the back of this thing, that's how it's sounding. Let's test this thing out in USB mode with some plosives. Look directly into the microphone and say, please don't put pineapple on pizza. Please don't put pineapple on pizza. Yeah, this thing's not very good with plosives whatsoever. But if you use good mic technique at a 45-degree angle and push your air past the microphone, not into it, please don't put pineapple on pizza. Please don't put pineapple on pizza. Ever. Yeah, that is the way you should do it. Now let's work on, we already did sound resonance. How about a proximity test? I'm going to get right up on the microphone and say, hey, how's it going? Now I'm going to back up a little bit, and I'm going to be about, I don't know, about a foot away from the microphone. This is what it sounds like about a foot away from the microphone. Now I'm about 2 feet away from the microphone, and this is what it sounds like. You should not be talking into this microphone 2 feet away. This is a dynamic microphone. This thing needs to be about 4 to 6 inches away from your mouth. So let's keep it right there. All right, that is this microphone in USB mode. Now let's hook it up to the G1 Neo and see what it sounds like in XLR mode. Before we plug the Maono PD100X into the XLR mode, let's talk about the Maono G1 Neo. This thing is really cool. It is an all plastic build, but it is a nice solid form factor. It does not feel cheap at all. Now the back has an XLR port right here. It does have an aux in, a headphone monitoring, an aux out, and this is where it plugs into your computer or phone, and this is for your power. And there's a power button, which I really enjoy. It does look like there's a RGB strip that goes all the way around this thing, which is really cool. We'll get into the features of this once we get this thing plugged in, but I will say right out the box, not bad. I kind of like the form factor. Nice, small, compact. We'll see what it actually sounds like and what it can do. All right, now let's get into the XLR portion of this video. All right, I have the Maono PD100X plugged directly into the G1 Neo. I originally had the USB plugged into the microphone to try and keep some of the RGB, but I was getting like a really weird electrical ringing, so I had to take it out. Now, I do have this plugged in, and I do appreciate the fact that it has a tripod mount on the back of it to where it'll just screw into a tripod so I can demonstrate it. Very cool. I do like that. Now, as you can see, this is your volume. This is your volume slider. Like if I was to talk right now, you can see my volume get really low. I like it high. I like it all the way up and control everything with my gain, which this is your gain. This is built-in reverb for it is a, if you want to reverb for some reason, I like, if you want to sing, you can be like, why are there so many songs about rainbows? If you want reverb, you can do it that way. And this is for your headphone monitoring. You can turn it up or down. Now, speaking of headphone monitoring, it is supposed to be latency-free headphone monitoring, but it's like millisecond difference. It's not enough to mess me up, but it is definitely there. It is not zero latency. It's like maybe 2 or 3 milliseconds, but that is what you get. That is what you get with most of these budget sound cards in this price range anyway, and this is probably the best one that I've heard so far as latency for your monitoring. So I'll give it that. That is a huge plus. You do have a mute button. However, I did notice this. I like when I press my mute button to be absolutely instant, but if I press it and you notice that it's like a delay, and I don't like the delay. It's like a slow dropout. I don't like that at all. If I have to cough or sneeze in the middle of a stream, I need to be able to press that button and my sound be cut off immediately. That is one knock I don't like about this. Now, I will say I do like the Bluetooth feature. I do have my phone hooked up to the Bluetooth right now. And if I wanted to play a song for background music, I can play a little song. And this is for your music coming in. If I wanted to turn my music off, it just mutes it right there. I really enjoy that of it. And it does have sidechain. If I wanted to hit my sidechain, which means like my music is playing, but if I press this and I talk, the music drops low. Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. I had it on. Now, there we go. Now when I talk, the music drops lower and you can't hear it. But when I stop talking, the music comes up. You hear that? That is a pretty cool feature, especially if you're a gamer and you have your game sound running through this. You can actually not struggle to talk over your game. And when you're not talking, your game sound will come up. That is a good, nice feature with this device. I do like that. All right, let's turn this music off. Now, you also have direct monitoring. I could turn direct monitoring on or off right here. And I get the sound of it saying direct monitoring off, monitoring on. You do get a voice changer. We can play with this. Female.
This is what it sounds like as a female. And there is a slight delay when you press the button. All right.
This is male. This is what it sounds like as, I guess, a man if I wasn't one already. What's the next one?
Baby. This is the baby sound. This is, these sound cards come with these voice changing devices all over the time. And this is
robot. This is a robot. Domo amagato, Mr. Roboto. Just like everybody says when they do the robot. And it's back
to default. And if you notice, when I press the button to when it actually changed, there's like a second delay. That needs to be fixed. When you press a button, things should happen immediately. There should not be a delay whatsoever. Now, they do have noise reduction on here. I do have noise reduction off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to turn Bluetooth off real quick on this to where I am not. Let me hold it down here. Bluetooth off. And then I will turn up my music a little bit. And I'm going to play this. I got this a little, I don't know, probably a foot away from the microphone. I do have noise reduction off. If I was to press it, noise cancellation low. This is noise cancellation low. This is what it sounds like. It does reject a lot of room noise. That is a big feature, especially if you have a fan or an air conditioner in your room. You definitely want to use the noise reduction. Now it does have a noise reduction high as well. And this is what it sounds like with noise cancellation high. I feel like it kind of chops me off a little bit there in the ends and beginnings where it opens up the gate. Not too bad. It's not too bad. I would keep it at the noise reduction low. Music is still playing, by the way. The music is still playing. You can probably hear it as I'm talking. And that's what it sounds like as it's quiet. So I'm going to turn the noise reduction off. And this is what it sounds like. And I'm going to turn this music off now. All right. Now these lights, these little buttons right here, you can set up, different sounds. Like you can talk, you can hold it down, And as it's blinking, this is what it sounds like. You can make your own sound if you want. I think it's like 15 seconds. And now it's slowly blinking. So I'm guessing now it's recording. Press it again. Now let's see if I press it just once. And now it's slowly blinking. So I'm guessing now it's recording. There you go. So you can make your own sounds on here. This one right here controls your RGB lighting. So you can turn it all. Oh, different modes there. Okay. I didn't realize that. Cool little mode. Ooh, different colors. This is your different colors. I like that. There's your Imperial mode. I like the purple. We're going to keep it with the purple. We're going to rock that purple, baby. We are going to rock that purple. All right. Now, that is the G1 Neo. Now we are going to test the mic in, XLR mode. We're going to test the mic in XLR mode. We're going to give it a plosive test. Please don't put pineapple on pizza. Please don't put pineapple on pizza. Again, good mic technique. Please don't put pineapple on pizza. Please don't put pineapple on pizza. Proximity test. Get right up on the... Ooh, that's not good. Get right up on the mic. Okay, we're going to get right up on the microphone. And this is what we're going to say. Now I'm going to back away a little bit. I am speaking distance away from the microphone. A foot away. And 2 feet away from the microphone. All right, so it is a pretty sensitive microphone, apparently, because I peaked. Sorry about that. So that is this microphone, and that is the Maono PD100X and the G1 Neo. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back, listen to everything I've already recorded, and come back with my final thoughts. And now for my final thoughts. I think that both of these are geared towards gamers, first-time gamers wanting to upgrade their equipment. The PD100X is coming in USB mode a little bit muffled, and in XLR mode a little bit thin. At least that's my opinion. You can form your opinion because all this audio is raw. I'm not doing any post-processing. If you like the sound of that, that is great. That is exactly what this is meant for, is for different opinions and different sounds. The G1 Neo, this does have some issues. The mute button takes too long to actually mute itself. The voice changing takes a little too long to actually change things over. But other than that, this is not that bad of a device. Even the self-monitoring is not as horrible as some other sound cards that you may have seen on the market. This is actually probably the best one that you can get for the price range. Now you can pick up all of these devices right now on Amazon. The G1 Neo you can get anywhere between $45 and $69 depending on what sale Amazon is running. The PD100XS, which is the microphone and boom arm, which you kind of need a boom arm to mount this microphone, comes in at around $58. And the PD100X, if you already have a boom arm itself, you can get anywhere from $45. Now, I will leave links in the description and comments below. You can get this microphone in white and this whole body glows. I definitely don't like that at all. That is why I did not review that microphone. Go with the black if you get one. All right. That does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. I am the Bearded Geek, and remember, if I don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.